I'm very curious in general, where do you go for an internal combustion engine or where do you go for an EV? Have cars in general hit a max in terms of, or a peak in terms of technology?
Mm. Oh, gee, that's a tough one. I think, look, I am actually not a car person, so I don't really know much about ice cars, believe it or not.
Hmm.
I mean, the
I know,
vibe.
I know you got a secret V6. It's got two turbos in the back.
Yeah.
I sort of heard it a bit in the background.
Yeah, well, funnily enough, that was my very last ice car was a diesel SUV. That's my secret
Yeah.
shame. That's what moved me over to
Oh,
an EV. Yeah,
terrible, terrible. I don't
yeah, I
think you can
know.
be Tesla Tom anymore.
Oh, hang my head. But I don't think I'll go back personally.
Yeah.
But I think I don't know. Speaking to people in the industry, I think petrol diesel cars may have hit very close to their I don't know, their peak, if so to speak, in terms of efficiency and technology. What we're seeing now is improvements in software. I think that's where the money
Mm,
is, and that's where improvements will be made. You could have a shell like an EV that lasts a long time physically, and you just keep upgrading the software.
yeah.
Because there are very few moving parts in an EV. We're talking like 20 moving parts versus 2,000 in a nice car. So you would think a car like an EV or a Tesla would not need that much maintenance in the long
Yeah,
run.
but the
Mm.
people can't get the new car smell.
You could probably buy it, couldn't you? Probably a software update to release it through something.
Okay, if we just look at EVs, for example, Tom,
Mm,
purely looking at technology point of view, right? Now, I'm sort of coming from an angle that um, pretty much safety tech in terms of, rear view, mission collect, connect, AEB, blind spot monitoring. Like it's the suite of safety features sort of seems quite complete. So I do wonder what would software do going forward?
yeah, I just did a software update video actually, and one of
Mm,
the features that I was really interested in was Tesla, I think, has improved seatbelt tensioning. Now this is something I would not never have thought of, but
okay.
if if the cameras sense a crash coming up within, I don't know, X number of meters, it'll actually tighten your seatbelt. It'll preempt at the crash, or if there is a crash, that seatbelt will tighten it before you actually impact, like way before. That's an example of how software can actually monitor the road using AI,
Mm,
and then you can monitor, you can improve the driver's safety, before it even happens. Another example would be, I guess, again, pedestrians. If you don't see it as a human, but the camera spots it, it might actually stop the car before you make that mistake.
mm.
I think that's where we'll be going in the future, and that will probably be a prelude to a self-driving vehicle where your eyes won't be as good as the camera's eyes
Interesting. Great
in 5 to
answer.
10 years time. Yeah.
Got it. So very much software technology in terms of enhancements really comes down to the safety aspect to lead into full autonomy in terms of driving.
I think so. I think it needs to be a point where you and I are comfortable handing over control to either the vehicle or a central control room
Mm.
monitoring your car. Uh, I don't know how long that's going to take, but I think at the way that we're going, it'll probably take a bit longer than
Uh,
a
I'm,
lot of us would like.
I'll put it out there, Tesla Tom. I'm still on the fence.
Mm,
I love the noise of a. I'm not a secret hoon, but I do love the noise, so to speak. The sort of
mm,
the feel of an engine,
mm.
the mechanics of it. I think I very much enjoyed the engineering behind it. Not to say that there's no engineering behind sort of EV motors. Um, okay, that's sort of interesting and sort of because I just sort of saw maybe a bit of a plateau, I
Mm.
believe. And I suppose the argument is that if I have a car or like an ICE car, for example, that pretty much has all the safety tech I need, why would I need to go into an EV car?
Yeah, no, that's a good point. And
Hmm.
look, I just going back to your point about it, the visceral feel of a petrol car. A lot of people have, and that is linked to memories they've had in the past. So, I mean, myself included. Like, I think of vinyl seats in the family car when I was a kid.
Yeah,
Hot
yeah.
summer,
It
kind of
got
a
a bit
petrol
sticky,
car.
but
Yeah, that's right. You got fond memories from that point of view, or whether it's your first date in a ice car, whatever the case.
yeah,
It's
yeah,
I
yeah.
get that. I get that. No, I think safety has not plateaued. I don't think so. I think
Hmm.
I think there are improvements to be made. But again, it may have plateaued if you are controlling the vehicle, but if we're heading towards this self-driving paradigm, then I think there's still a lot of improvements down the line.